From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion, packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined by my co-host, Cinderella?
Cinderella, yes.
Cinderella, yes.
It's still Cinderella.
It's still Cinderella, because we're still in Cinderella season.
Yeah, of course. It's still Cinderella.
Until the end of the tournament. So my co-host, Cinderella, sometimes goes by John, you know.
You know what? I think I may give my, it's hard, but I may give my crown up.
Oh, you might give over the Cinderella name to someone else.
I think somebody is more deserving of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice of you.
You know, Rina Yamashita, she was big enough to do it.
She was a very big person.
And after what we have witnessed this past weekend, I think I want to give it to the same person just because of...
I don't blame you at all.
Listen, Amasaki Mania.
Running wild on you.
Maybe running wild.
Brother, sister.
In a world full of things I didn't have on my bingo card.
For real.
We are way too early in the game of bingo for 2026.
I know, it's just like your card's not even useful anymore at this point.
Hold on, wait.
We made our bingo cards and they've completely gone up in flames.
Here's my bingo card.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, it started in very early January that the bingo card started getting messed up, and now we're just totally off the reservation.
I would also like to apologize to anyone who listens to the show for the soothing tones.
The ASMR.
Yeah, for that terrible rip I just did into the microphone. So.
Yes, well, we are still in Cinderella season. We have so much to cover because we had 3 back-to-back nights of Cinderella Tournament, but that isn't the only thing that happened this weekend. And I would like to wish all of my fellow women out there a happy International Women's Day.
I would like to as well.
Yes, of course.
Issue a thank you to all the women out there who put up with all the men and put up with other women sometimes.
Yes, just put up with things.
And just put up with things in general.
Just being a woman.
It's one of those deals when, you know, it's nice to take a step back and say, hey, we appreciate you for all of the persevering that you have done, whether it's pioneering in the wrestling that we love,
yes,
whether it's pioneering in other professions or sports. One of my remarkable friends the other day said, well, when's International Men's Day? And I said, that's been every day for the last 2,000 years, sir.
Every single day.
So it's just every now and then we stop and go, hey, thank you. So Raja, I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too, just being here with me. And I appreciate all of these women who came out this weekend and put on some banger matches for all of us to watch. I love women's wrestling, and it would not be the same if we didn't have women's wrestling out there to watch.
After banger, after banger.
Yes. So
there was some incredible matches everywhere. And that's rare when you have a bunch of different shows.
Yeah.
The dilution itself normally will prevent you from having incredible matches on every show. But every show had definite signatures. Funny enough, one show wasn't a wrestling match that got me, but a Broadway play that was happening in the middle of it.
Right?
But,
it was crazy.
You know, very cool stuff.
Yes, so we do have a lot to talk about before we even get to Stardom. There are 2 shows that we watched this weekend. Starting on the 6th of March, CMLL held their La Noche de la Amazonas show, which featured a lot of international female talent along with the luchadoras of CMLL. So it was a full women's show in Arena, Mexico, and it was packed to the gills in there for the ladies.
So much talent on that show.
There was. It was a lot of fun. Some of the matches we saw with like Joshi talent and international talent included Micah against Dark Silhouette, Mina Shirakawa against Zeuxis, Megan Bain making her CMLL debut against Olympia. Of course, May Sarah and Starlight Kid, who we knew were going to Mexico, had a tag team title match against the champions Juvia and La Huercita. And in the main event, Mercedes Moné was defending the CMLL Women's World Championship against Persephone, who is now the new CMLL Women's Champion.
Congratulations to Perse.
Absolutely crazy night, honestly.
Yeah, and it's funny because I seen somebody post something about Mercedes, and they said, a year ago everybody was fussing about Mercedes winning all these belts, right? And God damn, if everybody wasn't
they were
fussing about
People
this.
were upset.
Except us, by the way. I will say that. Then there's others, our listeners. They weren't very upset about that because they're smart.
Yes, I think some people did understand what was happening.
But I seen somebody post, it's funny, she's going from small promotion to small promotion right now. And at the time of recording right now, she just lost one in Italy, I believe.
In Italy, yes.
Yeah. And, so they're like, funny that they were fussing a year ago and now that she's going around making all these promotions and making them all look really good with the loss and then winning the belt and just having this big moment.
Yeah.
Almost like that was the plan.
It's like radio silence now, right? It's like about Mercedes doing all these matches.
She posted the I Love Women's Wrestling this afternoon after losing.
Yes, I agree with her completely.
So, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I think she's put over 7 in a row now.
Yeah, like when she was in CMLL, they said she had 8 belts left, which is like she's losing them fast. They're dropping like flies.
I don't know what the plan is, but I hope the plan somehow revolves around a certain world championship and coming back, finding a path to that world title.
Right, because there was a whole storyline about her not being focused enough, right?
Yeah.
She had all these titles, so she couldn't hyper-focus on the world title.
Yeah, and another comment on your CMLL part.
Yes.
May Sarah and Starlight Kid. So it's a thing where you've talked about for a long time, although not a proper team. You've talked about how much you love them as a team.
Yeah.
And I'm always just, oh yeah, of course.
Like, yeah, they're there.
2 great workers. It clicks in my head. It makes sense. Okay. But I haven't really put that much thought into it until we were watching CMLL. And I see them standing together. Actually, when they came out and wearing matching masks.
Yes.
That was one part because I was like, oh my God, you can't tell them apart. So as they get to the ring and I see them standing side by side, exactly the same size, same height, same weight roughly, it really got to me, like this incredible athleticism. They're the same age. My God, what a team.
Yes, they just look like a tag team, especially in the matching gear. They looked amazing, and they wowed me in this CMLL ring. Like, they were just ready for this Mexico tour. They were all in the whole time.
I really like it. Can you imagine? And we were talking about something else earlier because we were watching some classic wrestling.
Yes.
And actually some Memphis. And at the start of this Memphis show that I was watching with you, it was like, today we're going to have the Rock and Roll Express in here, and then we're going to have the Fabulous Ones, and then we're going to have, it was like, Jesus Christ. And you were like, I miss the days of tag teams.
Yeah. There's a lost art to tag teams.
Where you have like tag team, like, Construction Worker 1 and Construction Worker 2.
Yeah, because we saw the Moondogs, and they didn't have names. They were just Moondog 1 and Moondog 2. Like, they were just known as the Moondogs because they're a tag team. That's all they do.
They eventually do get names, but you're right. It's the Gladiators, all these Glaxians.
Yeah, the spoilers. Like, I see all these tag teams from back then, and it's like, we don't know what their actual names are.
I never thought about it until, you're watching it with fresh eyes, and it's so foreign.
Yeah.
I never thought about it, but they made the team first. That was the important part, was the team. And that this would fall right into that. They could be long-term tag team champions where you have a year and a half reign.
I agree.
Because they're so talented, and the match quality that you could have against anyone.
Yeah, with May Sarah and Starlight Kid as a tag team, like, they're a crazy tag team. It's like double stars. This is the Shooting Star and Starlight Kid.
Oh, wow.
It's perfect.
There you go.
They didn't win the tag team titles over Juvia and La Jurcita, who are extremely talented wrestlers. And the match, they were just throwing each other all over the place. It was crazy. And I personally loved seeing Starlight Kid talking about being in Mexico and like being around all the masked wrestlers and how much it meant to her. I thought that was really sweet.
She was like the B girl.
Yeah.
in the Blind Melon video.
Yeah.
It's like somebody opened the gate and let her in. There's all these other masked wrestlers. She's like, oh my God.
She's so excited.
It's just, And Kira, by the way.
Oh, Kira in that opening match with Scotty. Kira and Scotty are an excellent tag team. Speaking of tag teams.
They really are. Scotty, honestly, I know I've seen her before, but it always takes me aback.
Yeah, you're like, wow, she's athletic.
It's
Heck.
like, how has she not been discovered?
I know.
'Cause
She's so cool.
Yeah, she's really, really big. And Kira is super talented.
So talented.
So I love it's the mishmash of them together.
Yeah.
Is awesome.
You can tell they love it, though. They love being a tag team and working together. They're also tag team champions right now. And I also love the mystique of Kira coming into Stardom for one match, winning, and then leaving immediately. Yeah. It's like, what?
It was so weird. I know on talent on commentary, it was like she had a successful tour of one match.
Yeah.
It's wildly successful.
Wildly successful.
Yes.
She did win. She's amazing. All these girls are. The Olympia Megan Bain match was so cool. Just all that power and muscles. They were really great against each other.
Megan looked like she belonged in Mexico, honestly.
She did. Like, I think the crowd really liked her. Most people like Megan Bain when they get to see her wrestle. She's a force.
She's so... It's one of the things you could easily take for granted because we've had her around, right?
Yeah.
But... man, she really is special. Just the athleticism, the size, the look, the intensity. And
seeing her, and also this weekend, her and Lena Cross standing side by side on stage for Collision, forget about it. Like, just I'm done. It's amazing.
And she can work. That's the big thing. Anytime we've seen her in big matches.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we were really shocked was it actually a Stardom match.
Yeah.
But, it was just like, oh my God.
It was like, wow.
Yeah.
You have got it.
It's true.
You have the aura, you have the size, you have the athleticism, you have the talent. I'm all in for Megan Bain.
Absolutely.
But this CMLL show was just so fun, and it was a great showcase of all of these women, and it was really enjoyable.
Agreed.
So if you haven't seen it, you should go on Triller and just give yourself a fun time.
It's like $7, dude.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
The other show that aired this weekend that wasn't a Stardom show was WrestleQueendom 8 in Pro Wrestling Eve. This was on March 8th. So, actually today, as we're recording.
Yes.
We watched it earlier today. And it was a showcase of a lot of really big female talents currently, especially from AEW. There was some Stardom talents, even some Sendai girls thrown in there. So it was really cool to see all these women come together to create this show. There was a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah, I think that, there was a huge stark difference from being on television and watching it and being live, obviously.
Obviously.
The vibe live, it's like one of those things. Like sometimes the best bands in the world that I've ever seen, they do not translate at all to CD or to digital or whatever, right?
To video.
To video. They just don't translate. The show does not have the same energy. But when you're live, the experience, the camaraderie in the crowd, just the whole ambiance of it.
Yeah, I agree completely.
It feels like a movement. It feels like something incredible.
Yeah, just to be there. You're like, I was there.
I'll give you an example. So if you go see Danzig back in the day, amazing, just mind-blowing, crazy. Everybody,
you feel like you're part of a movement.
Everybody singing the songs together and, sacrificing goats and all that good stuff. But if you listen to this, I was really excited about getting this Danzig Live album a long time ago. And my God, I'll never forget this as long as I live. It's like a two disc set thing. And it was kind of like underground, but he did release it. But regardless, it was horrific. And it was one of those deals where you're like, somebody had to approve this.
Right. It's like, who listened to this and said, yeah, that's fine.
Totally out of breath. And it was just like, mother! Oh, take your children out to look at me. Or like, okay. Mother! And I'm just like, oh my God. And I put it away and never listened to it again.
You're like, no.
And that's when it really kind of hit me. I'm like, sometimes you don't want to take that live experience somewhere. Now, I'm sure they could take their live experience somewhere, and we've enjoyed so much in the past.
Yes.
Some of the smaller Eve shows in the normal place.
Yes, in the Big Penny.
With the normal crew.
Yes.
All this. I think the audio difficulties, it never matched up. It was the first few matches were just skipping, and the video was skipping, and it just kind of ruins the experience,
It's hard to follow and watch. It's like we're watching the Azumi match, and the audio's skipping every 2 seconds through the entire match, and it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. On top of that, you can't really hear what's happening in the ring at all.
Yeah.
Like the hits and the bumps on the ring. That's some of our favorite stuff.
Yeah, the ring never felt mic'd.
Yeah.
If it was like you never really heard it. And that's always been a thing like for GCW sometimes and shows like that where you're getting like the mic underneath the basketball goal.
Right.
And if it was attempted, it's just one of those things that didn't really come across.
Didn't translate that well.
Where we heard it. And that's a shame, man, because, quality-wise, great wrestling, great show.
Yes,
lots
the
of
video
fun.
looked good. The quality of the video was great. And all these women put in crazy amounts of work. Obviously, the performers they worked their butts off through the whole show.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're not in any way, shape, or form talking about the show itself. It was just really the technical side of it, which hopefully they'll get that ironed out, man.
It's a little disappointing when you've been looking forward to something for months and then you watch it and it's like, oh, well, we have to... it's fine. But we did see some really cool stuff on the show. In the Sudden Death 16th, we got to see Dash Chisako do her jump off the ladder through a table on poor Abby Cartwright. I was really excited to be able to see Dash do that because that's like one of her signature moves in Sendai Girls. So having Dash there in general was really cool. She did take a lot of heat in this match off of people.
She did. She took a really nasty suplex.
She did, yes, right on her head. Like, it was supposed to be a suplex, but somehow was like a DDT or something. Like, she landed directly on her head.
It was like a sheer drop German.
She seemed all right, though.
Yes.
Of course, Azumi, as I mentioned earlier, she defeated Sapphire Reed in their singles match.
Is that not the hormone splash?
It is, yes, the hormone splash, where she just starfishes out.
Well, the way you said she did a splash, I was like, is this something called something different when it's off the ladder?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But she does it. That's a signature, her doing it off the ladder through a table.
She'd be called to make you pee a little bit splash.
I probably did, poor Abby.
It's one of those things, dude.
Harley Cameron and Amira were halfway through the show, okay? Wow. What a way to just, like, change direction and emotion all of a sudden, but also, like, just draw everyone in completely.
So, everything about it was perfect. It was so much fun. Amira, comedy gold.
Yes.
Obviously lip syncing on purpose, obvious.
To the song she wrote.
But the song itself was so much fun.
It was.
It was someone who has obviously watched musicals before, and it came across.
Yeah, it felt like I was watching High School Musical Wrestling Edition.
Yeah, and that's what we all want.
Yes.
At least 60 minutes of it a week. But it was great, and then Harley doing her, show off stuff.
Yes.
Because she's so talented that no one could be as talented as Harley.
Professional singer, as she said.
And, it was just a lot of fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. The match was what it needed to be.
Yeah.
We had puppets. We had...
hairspray.
Yeah. The only thing I would have added, and I would have added this for poor darling Harley. And Harley, I love you if you happen to be listening on your trip back. So the one thing I would have added, and I would beg that this happens somewhere.
Okay.
Because of all the morons and idiots out there and discourse, neckbeards, whatever you want to say.
Right.
That wanted to blame her for Penelope's injury.
Yes.
I would totally have a spot where you're outside the ring and your opponent is up top and you're about to get smushed. You're about to get wombolloped.
Yes.
And you're down there and you're like holding it. You're like, oh no. And they look down and they're just like, oh, whew, and just obviously like looking around like, oh my God. You know what? No. And they start to climb down. You're like, wait, what am I going to do? I'm completely down here, all helpless. Here I am. Oh no. I hope you don't jump on me and severely damage me. Yeah. No, you know what? It's okay. Let's fight in the ring. You want to get in the ring? But I'm down here. Oh no. I'm look at me. I got my back turned. What am I gonna do? No, seriously, it's okay. I'm getting down now. It would just be so freaking funny.
It would. Like, you gotta kind of laugh at those things,
well, yeah,
right?
because it would be turning it around in everybody's face.
Yeah.
Something like that, or something like a backstage segment where, hey, Harley, I tried to get a hold of you on X and didn't, like
just something to kind of like sweep it out under the rug.
Just a little side eye deal, right?
Right. Poor Harley.
Yeah, I hate stuff like that. I hate wrestling discourse anyway.
Yeah, especially when you can tell she's such like a sweet soul. And she's just having fun out there.
And I hate when people honestly don't know the mechanics. Mm-hmm. Okay? You think you know the mechanics because you watch WWE unfiltered, unwritten, uncertain, uncaring, whatever it is. And you think you get it, right?
Right.
Which that whole show's a work. But you don't get it because you've never stood underneath Zilla Fatu when they're getting ready to come down, you know? One time I was supposed to catch this kid. I'm not even going to give his name. It doesn't matter. And he was jumping out of a crow's nest.
Oh, God.
And so you're talking...
That's so high.
I want to say 20 feet up, okay? Yeah. Like scaffold level.
I imagine I know which crow's nest you're referring to.
You do.
It's terrifying.
You do. And the whole spot, I mean, there was like 4 of us.
Right.
But the spot was to catch this guy, you know?
Of course.
So, yes, it's your duty. It's your given duty that 100% you are not going to let this person die.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it still sucks.
Oh, yeah. It's a body flying at you?
This guy, I could gorilla press with one hand.
Right.
That's not the point.
No.
When somebody is coming down in boots, grease, and care, it's just this fear of a body coming at you.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's really hard. And plus, they don't always cooperate. Like, just the way it works. Sometimes they overshoot. Sometimes they go, you know, it just depends on how the body falls.
Yeah.
So you're trying your damnedest, but it's really hard sometimes, man. And that's one of the hardest moves to honestly safely get.
Right, because there's so many like things that could go wrong, right? We've seen it happen time and time again.
I mean, you try. You really try. But nobody's going to intentionally screw that. Even when you see people miss, it's not that they intentionally were doing it. Somebody came too fast. Somebody, you know.
They're all professionals out there. They're not trying to hurt each other.
Absolutely. You are wanting to always take care of your opponent, more so than yourself.
Yes, and I agree completely. This match was just a delight. It was amazing. Harley and Amira were a match made in heaven. I agree that they should team up sometime. It would be hilarious. I don't think Amira is too fond of that idea, but I thought it was great. And I love seeing Harley Cameron do stuff like this because it's where she thrives. She's a comedian by nature.
She is.
And it's perfect. And I loved it so much. After that, Willow Nightingale appeared. She defended the TBS title against Nina Samuels, who forced poor Abby Cartwright to come back out and like shoo away the paparazzi and everything, even after taking that hormone splash from Dash earlier in the night.
Dude, Nina Samuels' presentation is always just so chef's kiss. I love it. I love the fans out there. I love the dynamic with her and Abby.
Yes, Abby.
It's funny. It doesn't get old to me. But you know, it's so funny. Her facials, like she's another one that's just always dead on.
She's a great character. She's amazing. Willow is still the TBS champion.
Right.
Alex Windsor versus Shiri took place again. They've had a match back when Shiri first won the IWGP title for that belt, and Shiri won that match. And now Alex has challenged her for the NJPW Strong title, which she won. So yes. Alex Windsor is the new NJPW Strong Women's Champion. Windsor.
Awesome. I didn't expect this. You did.
I was a little skeptical, like when it was just for the purple belt. It's like I guess they want to separate those out again, and put maybe the NJPW Strong back over on stateside, right. on AEW.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
But amazing banger of a match. Of course, these two are totally like they're great together. They just throw hands, and it's amazing.
And it's always cool to see an NJPW belt change on a show like this.
Yes, and they're 1-1 now, so I imagine we'll see another match between them in the future.
Yes.
And then we saw Chris Statlander defend the EVE International title against Charlie, a.k.a. Dakota Kai. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype around this match because, you know, Dakota Kai is beloved in the IWC.
Quite a bit.
And Chris Statlander, of course, has her own fan base, as Stat Daddy will. But they had a great match together. Chris did win. She did like a triple version of her finisher to defeat Charlie, sorry.
Dude, Charlie looked great. Always has looked great, though. Yes. I mean, Charlie's just a doll baby, and you know, in every way possible. Like any kind of interview you've ever seen with her, just her heart for wrestling and her indie stuff. I love the documentary before she went to NXT. just because of the sincerity there. And, you know, so it's really cool. I hope that she lands somewhere that she has more broad, you know, not appeal, but, you know, distribution.
Right, yeah. I'd like to see her show up in places so that we can see her wrestle more. It was a really cool match. And in the main event session, Moth Martina became the new Eve Women's Champion.
Yes.
It was a stacked night, honestly. There were some returns. A very interesting return in the 16-woman, like, sudden death match of someone who we thought was retired a couple months ago.
You thought she was retired.
Obviously you didn't think she was retired because she showed up in the 16-woman match. Yes, you made an appearance here. I guess she didn't want to miss the biggest WrestleQueendom because Eve means so much to her.
She put a statement out because I'm sure somebody said something. She goes, I am not a liar. She goes, this was very special. This was a one-off.
Yes.
And it was Eve.
Yes.
And I think her going away from Eve was so emotional.
It was.
They had an incredible video. Nothing compares to you. And, you know, and then they did so many songs that had something to do with you.
Yes.
Just, you know, that was so touching.
It was. You can tell that she loves it there and that everyone there loves her. And so they're setting records here with this Wrestle-Queendom, and she wanted to be on it. So good for her.
Yeah. Overall, Osprey, everybody involved. Great job, lads.
Yes, it was a really fun show. A lot of really great matches. And of course, because it's Eve, we had a fantastic burlesque performance, like during intermission, Easter themed.
Yes.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was some eggs dropping.
Yes, eggs everywhere. But yeah, the Pro Wrestling Eve is always a delight, and those women work so hard to put those things together, and seeing them be able to pull something like this off, even if it didn't go on YouTube perfectly technically well,
right,
it doesn't matter because the women did what the women do best.
That's right.
But we got to get on over to Japan because we have 3 Stardom shows to talk about, and not just normal Stardom shows, the Cinderella Tournament. Boy howdy.
So kids, gather around the fire because we have some stuff to talk about.
Who do we?
Cinderella, sometimes, well, it's there. And in the past, it's not been my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I think that may change now.
Yeah.
I always have this rule about I take you as serious as you take yourself.
Yes.
And I mean that in every form of entertainment, everything I watch, everything I listen to. If you're passionate about what you're doing, I'm passionate about it for you. And this is one of those times where the passion just rang out and everything hit on all cylinders, from the production to the crowds, to the girls, to the booking.
My goodness.
Everything we're about to talk about, because let me say, by the time we're done talking, you're going to know what my early candidate is for Match of the Year.
My God. It's just been so much fun. Like you said, Cinderella the past couple of years has felt very like, I don't know, it's like very quick and we're just getting through it sort of feel. But this year, it feels so big and so important. And like there are so many crazy stakes going on all at the same time, which I love. I also love the Cinderella because of the inclusion of the over-the-top rope rule, which makes it even more possible that crazy finishes will happen and like unlikely people will win the matches because they have that opportunity. They could just spill someone over the top rope and win.
Don't go to the top rope.
No, never go on the top rope if there's an over the top rope rule.
Yes.
So we're going to start out on March 6th in Nagoya. This is the first half of the first round of the Cinderella Tournament 2026. And we kick off the night with Rion versus Yuna Mizumori. And we've seen Rion coming after Yuna quite a bit. We talked about their crazy press conference meeting, which was insane. But Rion has put her working boots on for this tournament, boys.
She has.
She showed up and was high-speeding all over the place in this match.
Complete shock and awe.
Yes, because Rion pinned Yuna Mizumori clean in the middle of the ring. It was a 2-count spot, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But Rion, she stayed on top just that little bit longer for 1, 2, 3.
Crazy.
She pinned the high-speed champion. It's dream come true for her.
It's awesome, and I love it when something like this happens in a spot that we always see come out as a kick out.
Yeah.
In Josh, you have this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you have the almost 3 from a younger talent against a veteran. And
usually.
so everybody can go, ooh.
Yeah.
then every now and then when you actually have a pin on that, it makes it that much more
It makes
useful.
you want to that much more when it nearly happens because you know it can.
Yes, I love it.
It's so much fun when things like that happen. Rion, we were so excited. We're like, yeah, Rion's going to the second round. I think a lot of people were excited about that. And also, she pinned the high speed champion. So
yeah, man. Yeah.
That entitles her to a title match.
It does.
Who would have thought this little Rion who debuted all those years ago against Starlight Kid saying, I'm going to be a high speed wrestler and I'm going to face Starlight Kid in my debut. Here she is now, beating the high speed champion. I'm so proud.
Dude, listen, this is something. It's taking some. It's
got legs.
It's got legs.
The second match was Aya Sakura versus Fukigen Death. It went about as you would imagine this match would go. It was a lot of devil horns, a lot of dessing, and a lot of Aya Sakura kicking people.
Yeah.
Specifically Fukigen Death.
This match was a blur because of the match before.
Yes, but Aya Sakura did win with a German suplex hold to advance to the second round, or so we thought she was going to go to the second round. Then Waka Tsukiyama took on Rana Yagami in a pretty quick match. I mean, Waka did her thing. You know, she tried her best to get the best of Rana Yagami, but Rana defeated Waka Tsukiyama. She completely just killed Waka on this finish. Like, she just dumped her right on her head.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but Jesus.
Yeah, Waka's no longer.
Yes, so Rana got the 1, 2, 3. She goes on to the second round. It was so cool. I was excited.
You were very excited.
I expected that to happen, but I was still excited because you never know with Waka, right? She could just pull it out at any time.
Absolutely.
In the next match, we had Tabata versus Natsupoi, and this was a really fun match. These two are really cool together. Like, their styles mesh really well, I think. But Tabata was in a little over her head here against Natsupoi, who is a veteran in all senses of the term. And Natsupoi actually submitted Tabata with an armbar to win this match.
Yeah, I love Tabata so much. Really do. I love Tabata. I want to see more of her, but this is Natsupoi you're talking about.
Yeah. Tournament Natsupoi.
Turning Nazi is, well, that's not the right way we want to say that.
Turnipoi. There you go. We'll just skip over that other kind. Yeah, so Natsupoi heading on to the second round of the tournament. In the next match.
Turning Nazi. I'm sorry. That's funny. That's funny.
In the next match, we saw Yuria Hime versus Hanako.
Yes.
In a match that a lot of people were looking forward to because of the whole Future of Stardom championship situation. I thought Yuria Hime was going to win this match and go on to get that title match. However, this match turned out a lot like you said it would. Can you tell I don't want to give you credit for calling it?
No, I mean, I thought it was going to be one of the two. I thought it was going to be a TLD or it was going to be something like this.
Yes, a draw of some sort.
Because that protects Hanako from losing twice in a row. It's time for Hanako to lose the belt. It's going to be Yuria Hime that wins the belt. And they have to set up to get the belt shot.
Yes.
You don't want to beat Hanako here because then if you're going to lose the belt, you're going to have to beat her twice. You don't want to beat Hanako twice in a row.
Totally understandable.
This makes sense. We go TLD. Well, this is a
double count
out.
They were too busy brawling on the outside and pulling each other away from the ring.
You still get the title shot from this. She can win, and it can be a flash pin or something unexpected. Hanako loses nothing.
Yeah, and this is why I said we thought Aya Sakura was going to the second round. Because this match turned out to be a draw, they were both eliminated, so Aya Sakura leapfrogged straight to the quarterfinals because of this draw.
Yes.
In the next match, these last three matches, I mean, they just picked up, dude.
It's night and day, brother.
Kikyo Furusawa versus Maki Ito. And we know Maki wasn't looking forward to this in the beginning because she didn't want to face Kikyo Furusawa. However, we saw a very different side of Maki Ito once they got in the ring. She was locked in. Just locked in.
This match was so good.
It was beautiful.
This match was so much better than it had any right of being. And they took their relationship and made it into this incredible, emotional, fun match.
Yeah.
That showcased everything from both ladies. And honestly, dude, this is one of those matches you need to watch. It's really good, and it's cemented their relationship too, and also the pecking order.
Yeah, and it was cool just seeing like how well they mesh and how well they know each other, and like Kikyo doing things like hitting the stunner before Maki gets a chance to. Like, it's clear that Kikyo's been learning a lot from being with Maki Ito, and she really wanted to show that off here and be like, look how much I've learned and how good I am. But it wouldn't get her the win. Maki Ito did win this match with the Maki or the Ito special, and she submitted Kikyo Furusawa, but they did like hug and everything afterwards. You know, they're still friends. They're still the Ito Respect Army.
Yes.
It was a really emotional match, and Maki just having that like deep come at me voice, that vibe, the whole match was really cool to see.
I love the deep Maki voice.
Yeah.
Just, God, come on.
Yes. She's such a character, and she embodies it so well throughout the entire match.
Go and watch a Maki Ito match. Watch this one, and only watch her eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Through the entire match, only watch her eyes, and you're going to see her tell the story through her eyes and the reaction of her eyes through the whole match. It's unbelievable. She is so good. She is so talented in every facet, every way possible.
Yeah.
That I love the fact she's getting this showcase, and she's not just some comedy wrestler. It's got substance to it behind the comedy.
Absolutely. And we have had talks between us before about the sort of like star power of Maki Ito and the people she could bring in to stardom fan-wise. And when after this night happened, I was just scrolling Twitter, as I do, and I saw this tweet where someone was worried that Maki Ito wouldn't be at the March 8th show because she ended up skipping the second round as well. And they were like, I bought a ticket and everything to see Maki Ito. And she responded and was like, don't worry, I'll be there. I'll be performing. And the person was like, oh, thank goodness. She replied, and I've never been to pro wrestling before, and I fell in love with Maki Ito, and I just want to come and see Maki Ito. And it's like, see, that's what can happen when you have someone who connects with the fans.
Yeah.
So well, it brings in new people, and it's so cool to see that like play out in real time.
I love it when they take a chance on something like that, because, she'd already been around, and one could think, oh man, we've seen the act.
Yeah.
We've seen the act already. Even Maki, in her interview, she talked about, as we talked about before, that she doubted herself, and about maybe changing the act and all this. But there's so much more to the act when it's not an act. It's her, and it's incredible. I love everything that's happening right now. It's a lot of fun. There's so much legs to it.
There is.
So I can't wait to see what happens with it.
Me too. In the semi-main event of this first night, we saw the matchup between Sariano and Fua-chan. And it seems like these two just have something between them. There's some spark there. That's just perfect. Fua-chan was fired up. She came out of the gate kicking like immediately. She was ready to go. Like, Sariano didn't even have her ring jacket off yet. And the whole match didn't even slow down from there. Like, it was nonstop action the whole time.
There's a 10-year-old fashion designer at the Paris Fashion Show right now. And he thinks he is the reincarnation of Gucci.
Oh.
And
I think I've seen him online.
So he wanted he just wanted to learn how to sew when he was like 4 years old or something like that. Mm-hmm. And his mom like helped him and all this. It's one of those things where sometimes people are savants.
Right. They're like born with it.
They just have, as you mentioned it earlier. Sometimes people, man, they can do this dance and practice this dance for 20 years and they're still Bill Mulkey.
Yeah.
There's something that's just...
You have flashes of Mulkey Mania.
Yeah,
that's about
there's the Mulkey Mania, but it took the Midnight Express to make that happen. Anyway, this stuff just happened. And this is... Fua-chan is one of those, as you talked about also, about connecting to an audience. So there is a connection there with a lot of people. You see people wearing the stuff in their hair and all this. Fua-chan has that ability to light the room up, but also Fua-chan has this funny, crazy thing, like where she just seems like she is fresh off the funny farm.
I love it. She is something else. She's always hyped up and ready to go. When she's not in the ring, she's beside the ring for every match, and I love to see that kind of passion from her.
Yeah, I mean, and she's got it in the ring. She's physical. Yeah, her size and the way her body is made.
She's strong.
Yeah, is absolutely big, strong, and made for that pro wrestling.
Yeah, I agree completely. Unfortunately, Fuwa-chan would not see her Cinderella dreams through because she and Sariano ended up going over the top rope together, and then Fuwa-chan decided to hit a vertical suplex on the apron, which sent them both to the floor and disqualified them both. So this match ended in a draw.
It seems to be starting something now.
Yes, they did. They didn't give up after that. They were still fighting after that point. But because this match was a draw, that's what sent Maki Ito past the second round to the quarterfinals.
Right.
So Maki's not going to have to wrestle a second round match. But there was one more match on this night. The main event was Momo Kogo versus Hanan, Little Stars versus Stars. And you love to see the girls go at it who normally don't get a chance. They're always very passionate about fighting their friends, it seems.
Yes.
But as we suspected, Hanan came out on top in this match with the backdrop suplex to go on to the second round.
Awesome.
That brings us to March 7th, the second half of the first round, also in Nagoya. We're in the same building for both of these nights. And we kicked off this one with Ane Kanaya versus Tomoka Inaba. So, Ane really wanted that one. She got close in this one for the win.
She did. It was such a great match, but Tomoka has that ability to really pull it out of you.
Oh man, she went after her arm and just did not let up the whole time.
Just the psychology major.
Yes, so Tomoka Inaba won this match by armbar submission on a Kanaya. Still looking for that first win in her career. She'll get it eventually.
She'll get it.
The next match was Lady C versus Azusa Inaba. And this match was very interesting. It was a good match. They were going with the flow. Lady C hitting some big boots that looked like they just went straight through
Lady
Azusa's
C's
face.
the stiffest person currently on the roster. I'm pretty fairly certain of that.
She very well could be. It seemed like, for all intents and purposes, that Lady C was going to win this match. But as she's going for her last big boot, she hits the ropes. And Sayaka Mitani just pulls her legs out from under. It was the funniest thing because we're just like locked in on the match. We're like, oh, she's about to win. And then she just hits the floor face first. It was so good the way they pulled it off.
It was.
So Azusa rolled her up after that and got the pin, disqualifying Lady C and moving on to the second round. So pretty cool little ending to that match.
Two Inabas.
The next match was Saida versus Kyoka Kotatsu. And we know Kyoka wants to prove her mettle and prove that she's a big, strong girl, just like Saida. She took a lot of chops and everything in this match. She did give a lot of punishment to Saida via her own kicks, but Saida did come out on top. She submitted Kyoka Kotatsu to win this match.
Good little showcase.
Yes, it was. The next match was Hina versus Xena. And this one was very back and forth. I didn't know who was going to win this, like, the whole time. And it was obviously very heavy brawl match. Xena's very strike heavy, but Hina did get the one up on her with the Gato clutch and got the pin to go on to the second round.
Yes. Sisters are making it in, it looks like.
Yeah, the sisters are doing good. In the next match, we had Miyu Amasaki versus Rina Yamashita. My goodness, just what a fun, beautiful match. Of course, Rina's still doing the Cinderella thing. She's like, I'm Cinderella, and Miyu's like, you're Yamashita, and then the crowd's like screaming Cinderella. Oh my gosh, that just reminded me of the kid in the crowd from this show.
Oh yeah.
He was really present during this match. There's a little kid off to the side yelling his lungs out for every match, his favorite girl. It was so cute, but Rina Yamashita took it upon herself to flip that kid off a few times during this match.
Rina Yamashita and the spirit animal thing gets overused. Mm-hmm. But Rina Yamashita is my spirit animal. that lady is the most entertaining.
Oh my goodness.
Funny. I could just watch her. She say, read this poetry for me, Rina. And I could laugh my ass off.
She's so funny.
She's got the comedic timing of a genius.
She does.
And she's just so damn good.
Yeah, but
in the ring.
Miyu Yamashita has the heart the size of her entire body. Like, she was hitting moves so hard in this match, just trying her best to win. And you know what she did? She threw Rina Yamashita over the top rope to win this match.
Yeah, Miyu Amasaki. You said me.
Did I say the wrong name?
Yeah,
Miyu Amasaki threw Rina Yamashita over the ropes to win this match and move on to the second round.
Dude.
Miyu Amasaki.
Give it up. Way of the K.
Big Kev.
So
let's go.
This was so cool.
I'm so excited.
And surprising. And we were honestly, as much as we love Rina Yamashita, we were pulling for Miyu Amasaki ever since the press conference. She's like, I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Lack of friends.
Yes.
All this good stuff.
No Neo Genesis round.
And we've watched her from the time that Utami picked her. We have watched her career.
Yes. She's almost 5 years deep now. And she, you can tell that she's really been trying to turn it on lately. Really pushing to better herself lately.
Yeah, and it's showing.
It is, and she won this match. Rina Yamashita, of course, was upset that she didn't win, but she has decided to back Miyu Amasaki for the remainder of the Cinderella Tournament.
She is, and so have I.
Going so far as to even bestow the title of Cinderella upon her for the remainder of the tournament.
She is Cinderella Amasaki.
Yes, and even Starlight Kid saw it and was like tweeting like, please make sure and keep Miyu safe while we're gone and everything.
Yeah.
So I guess Rina Yamashita's like Miyu Amasaki's keeper now until Neo Genesis returns.
I would hire her as a bodyguard.
I would too. I mean, Saki Kashima did it with the security, right?
It works.
It works. In the next match, we saw Saki Kashima versus Sayaka Kurara, and Saki's still not totally pleased with Sayaka for all that Bozilla stuff that happened.
A lot of fun in this one that we expected.
It was. Like, Saki is so funny, and even against Sayaka Kurara, who tries her best to just, get on with things. Saki Kashima doing things like collapsing in the middle of the ring and just, like, trying to pull out Kishi Kaiseis out of nowhere. But Sayaka Kurara did reverse a Kishi Kaisei and roll Saki Kashima up for the win. She didn't fall for any of those tricks that Saki Kashima plays. So Sayaka Kurara moving on to the second round. Then in the semi-main event, Rina took on Akira Kuragane, and this was, like, they got close to the time limit in this match. It was a long match. Akira did her very best to keep up with Rina. Unfortunately, Rina has that edge over Akira Kuragane. She hit her with the Pink Devil and won this match to move on to the second round, the third of the Stardom Sisters to make it to the second round.
Yeah.
And in the main event, we saw Bea Priestley versus Ami Sourei.
Oh.
Holy moly, what a slobber knocker.
Oh, it was so good, dude.
They beat the crap out of each other in this match. They were just made to wrestle each other, I think.
What's your favorite Ami Sourei match?
This one.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Me too.
It was a great way to end the show. They just went at it, dude, and it was so good the whole time.
It was so stiff and fun, and just like you said, slobber knocker. It was, oh my God, man. It was just violent.
You can tell they both really wanted to win this and move on to the second round, but it was Ami Sourei who took the win. In this one, she slammed Bea Priestley and then got the pin, so they really took it out of each other, dude.
They did. It's a great match. You need to, if you haven't watched it, it's one of the ones you need to go back and watch.
Absolutely. But that brings us to March 8th, so we're jumping into the second round immediately following the first round in Korakuen Hall, no less.
My favorite Korakuen Hall show, even though there's been a lot of bangers, this is my favorite Korakuen Hall show in a long, long time.
It was really good. We kicked off this night with 2 non-tournament matches to kind of fit everyone in and get to that 8-match, so we have everyone in there. But we kicked off the night with a 10-man match where Hanako, Hazuki, Xena, Akira Kuragane, and Rina Yamashita took on India Sux, Tabata, Yuria Hime, Bea Priestley, and Momo Kogo. So, a lot of really fun people in this one.
And it's what you expect, right? It's your favorite, the 10-man.
Yes.
So
quick 10-man.
Yeah, quick 10-man. You get a few little a few little things to further some stories, usually. And
specifically Hanako and Yuria in this one.
Exactly.
And Hazuki and India had a few words for each other, setting up both of those title matches. But it was Bea Priestley who got the win for her team. She pinned Akira Kuragane to win this match. The second match was a 3-way trios match. So we had the team of Kikyo Furusawa, Maki Ito, and Fua-chan versus Ane Kanaya, Lady C, and Saki Kashima versus Yuna Mizumori, Aya Sakura, and Saori Ano. Good grief, this was hilarious and funny and just so much fun. Just from the very beginning, where Fua-chan is standing in her corner, pacing back and forth, just saying, oh no, sorry, over and over again. Like she's gonna kill her.
Dude, That itself is the damnedest funniest thing I mean, just her craziness of pacing back and forth. It was unreal.
Yeah, like people came over to try to shake her hand and stuff, and she just ignored them. Like she didn't look at Yuna Mizumori. She just like laser focused on Saori.
It was so good. It's so good.
It was hilarious. There were some great other spots in this match, like Saki Kashima grabbing Sariano into a hug to stop her from interfering with the submissions from Katai. And of course, Maki Ito accidentally hitting her stunner on her own teammate, which was Fua-chan, which kind of tripped up their teamwork a little bit.
Yeah.
But Aya Sakura got the pin in this match. She pinned Ane Kanaya, despite the fact that Ane Kanaya very nearly won this match. Like, there was a moment there, I thought she had it.
Oh, me too.
And I thought this was going to be her first win. It was crazy.
It was. It was such a... I mean, this one was just fun the whole way out.
It was a lot of fun. You had 3 people in there at all times, and all of these girls can go. So it was really, really enjoyable for a big multi-man. Maki Ito, even after the fact, she kind of like took Fua-chan out of the arena with a chokehold.
Yeah.
She was just like, come with me. And then they got backstage, and, Kikyo and Maki are kind of trying to influence her to join the Ito Respect Army.
Hope it happens.
They gave her a shirt, and Fua was like, can I actually wear this?
She fits.
She does. They're such... Can you imagine the amount of character in that team if she joins?
The only thing is she kind of almost shines so bright herself.
Yeah.
That she doesn't need anybody.
Right, yeah. It's kind of crazy to have her and Maki on the same team, right? Like, they kind of clash against each other.
It's a little bit much.
And I always imagine Fua-chan joining, like, Hazuki in whatever unit she eventually creates.
I think Fua-chan needs to have her own unit.
It's just Fua-chan in a unit.
No, I mean, she needs to lead a unit.
She would be a great leader, even though she's bonkers.
Yes, that's why it would be great.
The next match, we got into our tournament matches, starting with Hanan versus Rani Yagami. Freaking excellent match.
It was.
Best Rani Yagami match I've seen in a hot minute.
Yes.
She went in there and just laid it all on the line, full of heart and soul. And Hanan, of course, doing what Hanan does best, throwing her around because she's bigger and stronger. And she, like, doing release Hanan specials and stuff. Like, it
was really good.
Insane. It was a great match. Hanan did end up winning with the backdrop suplex. So she will be going on to the quarterfinals, but take nothing away from Rana in this one. It was really great.
Both girls did a great job, and Rana looked amazing. It was just, I think...
Hanan has that little slight edge on her.
Little edge.
Rana did say afterwards that she, like, having felt the power of the backdrop suplex now, she's even more determined to climb the ranks, and she doesn't want to just jump to the top by winning the Cinderella. She wants to climb step by step and make her way up to the top of stardom. So I guess we look forward to seeing that.
We do look forward to it.
The next match was Natsupoi versus Rion. Let me just tell you, everyone in the tournament came out tonight and decided they were just going to put on the best matches that they possibly could in their careers.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening.
No, something was in the water. Somebody needs to check the water supply.
It was crazy. Of course, this was a very, like, high-speed flavored match because that's what Rion is most focused on, and Natsupoi is one of the best high-speed wrestlers to have ever been in the division in Stardom. So they were quick. They were fast. They were action the whole time. I thought Natsupoi was going to win this match. Everyone thought Natsupoi was going to win this match, right?
Everybody thought that because, I mean, come on, why wouldn't you think that?
Unfortunately for Natsupoi, there's this little thing in the Cinderella called the over-the-top rope rule, and when she hit the ropes once, Rion happened to just be in the right position to drag her over the top rope onto the apron and then kick her off the side with a drop kick so she hit the floor, and Rion won the match.
This is the best Rion match.
Ever? Period.
This was great. Hats off to Natsupoi for that.
Yes.
For helping with that. And the fact that this was really, really damn good, man. I mean, and it made a little star.
Yes, like, just watching Rion grow into this person has been such a pleasure.
It has.
And seeing her get this win felt so good. Like, it was just really exciting.
Booking 101 that some New York federations should look at. just making stars.
Right? Young stars.
With your established stars.
Agree completely. Yes. Rion winning this was totally unexpected, and that's why we love it. And we know that she has the capability of going on to do great things.
I mean, we don't think Poi's washed because of it.
No.
We think that she got caught, and that made a star.
It happens.
It's really cool.
It is. In the next match, we saw Azusa Inaba versus Hina, and Azusa gave Hina a run for her money. In this match, she was all over the place, dude.
Dude, I thought she was going to win several times.
Me too. Like, Azusa was like, she obviously did the whole like calling Hina an old hag thing, even though they're only a year apart, 18 and 19. Yeah. They're not that far apart in age, but Hina came in here with a chip on her shoulder. She's like, I will show you, old hag.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hina's scary shit.
The finish was Hina's jackhammer, followed by her frog splash. So 2 very hard-hitting moves on Azusa right in a row. She did pin her with that and move on to the quarterfinals.
That frog splash.
It's so harsh.
That frog splash on this particular match was so stiff.
It was so heavy. I think she was just done. She was like, okay, I'm finishing this right now.
It's just like some people come down like a sack of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sack of potatoes.
Yeah, like a sack of taters. Rotten taters that go when they hit.
Azusa really put her all into this match, though, so props to her. It was a really cool match.
Good match, man.
But this next match, okay, I need you guys to listen closely, okay?
This is one of those times.
This next match is one of the best matches that I've seen in a long time. It's up there with like All Japan Women style matches. It's so, you gotta go so far out of your way to see it, like that you're not even in the same state anymore if you have to. It's that good.
It is absolutely All Japan Women.
Oh my goodness.
And there's a reason for that. It's not because somebody slobber knocked.
No.
But they did.
Yeah, well, yeah. So.
It's,
Tomoka.
I'll let you tell it.
Okay.
I just have to say, this match, guys, that's
it. Tomoka Inaba versus Sayaka Kurara was breathtaking, just completely mind-blowing of a match. So they used their time in the ring, 15-minute time limit, mind you, to tell this impeccable story. Just a story that dials you in and makes you never want to stop watching. Tomoka starts working Sayaka Kurara's leg, picking it apart to the point that Sayaka Kurara can barely put any weight on it. And the way that they built up this leg injury and the way that Sayaka Kurara played it and was like trying to use that leg to get up at one point and had to switch legs to stand up because she couldn't post on it, and falling off the ropes in her springboard because her leg is just so damaged. There were moments in this match where we were just dead silent, just watching, like when Sayaka had Tomoka in her chokehold and she was using her leg to hold Tomoka's leg back so Tomoka couldn't put her leg on the ropes. And then later in the match when Tomoka had Sayaka in a leg lock and Sayaka was just writhing in pain and kicking around and desperately trying to get herself free the entire time, all the way to moves like Sayaka going for a spear and Tomoka countering it with the simplest knee lift right to her face. Every moment in this match was perfectly curated and it went together so well. By the end of it, I was just, you got to give it like a standing ovation. It was so good.
It was, and you said beautifully. This match is poetry. This match is music. This match is something that doesn't happen very often. It's when you watch a match and the psychology that goes into wrestling. Mm-hmm. You understand what people mean when they talk about psychology. Because if you really watch this match and you watch it from everything Raja was saying, with the leg injury, with I can't stand on this leg, with I can't do this jump because my leg, and you go through these places that she never forgets, Sayaka. When she comes off with the spear and she launches herself without using that leg from her knees, basically, the things that you see in this match and the things that Tomoka does, the level that Tomoka Inaba is as a pro wrestler, it makes you go back and you're like, wait, I want to go back and watch all her other matches and just see this level of care that she has for the craft. And the same thing with Carrara. Carrara has shown us that the entire time if we care to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's always been this visceral experience, man. It's just like, it's so incredible that this match, when you go back and watch it and you just take it in, and you take the psychology from everything that makes sense. Does this make sense? Why am I doing this? What's the motivation? How does this work? How do I overcome this? Mm-hmm. Everything that happened in this match just worked beautifully, and both ladies came out so much better from this. You don't want to see a loser, but there's not one when it's like this, because this is the beauty of professional wrestling at its height. And you don't have to have 59 high spots. You don't have to have buckets of blood. You don't have to have dancing bears. You don't have to have any of that. This is professional wrestling done with psychology and realism, and this is what you get. They're battling for a reason. They both want to advance, and when you watch this, you feel like the Cinderella is the most important thing you could ever see.
Yeah.
Because they made it that way in this short span of time they had to tell this incredible, beautiful story.
It was so, oh man, I'll never get over it. It's hands down the best match in the tournament so far.
Yeah.
Probably the match of Stardom of the year so far. It was perfect.
It is for me too. My fear is that because you don't have a couple of 450s to the floor,
right?
Because you don't have a spinning pile driver through 9 tables,
right?
That people may not see that.
Right.
And that's why I really want to help people open their eyes and maybe take a look at what we're talking about.
Right. Like, try to understand it from our point of view, what we see when we watch a match like this. That's all we're trying to get across, really.
It's live in a world of the psychology of pro wrestling.
It's always the story that gets me. Like, anytime there's a story in a match, I'm just so drawn in, and my emotions get connected to these girls and what they're feeling in the match, and it just makes the experience so much better and heightens it so much.
WWE gets it right and wrong. Mm-hmm. So WWE talks about its moments that people remember.
Yes.
Not the 5-star match or whatever. That's true and false, because within a 5-star match, you have moments.
Right.
And the most incredible one that lives in my mind is Kenny Omega and Okada.
Yeah.
When Kenny collapses before taking it.
Yes, before the Rainmaker can hit him. And
that moment lives in my mind rent free.
Yes.
Because it was the perfect storytelling. All their matches were. But they get it, right? They get the storytelling. So within a 6-7 star match, you can have those moments. But these moments are created because we make you care about it. Because the psychology of the match up to that point, again, if you care about it, we care about it.
Yeah.
So you make it that important, and you put this much selling into something and this much emotion.
Yeah.
It is exactly the reason I love Joshi was this match.
Yeah, 100%. This
is everything I love about Joshi. Now, you can go back 30 years, and I would dare say that 80% of the matches you watched were like that.
Yeah, they're very tense, very intense even.
Yeah, almost tiring to, it's like, oh my God.
It's like, how can you have this much emotion in one match? I know what you're saying though. Like, one of my favorite Will Ospreay matches is one probably most people wouldn't think about, when he faced Shingo Takagi, and he was taking Shingo so lightly that he was all cocky and arrogant going into the match, but then Shingo gave him such a run for his money that, like, most of the way through the match, he's, like, smacking himself, trying to get back into it and stuff. That match just was so good. And I love matches like that just draw you in, make you part of it, almost, like, because you're so emotionally invested in what's happening to these people.
Yeah.
That you just want to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, the matches like that, like Hiromu and Despy.
Oh, man.
That match made me cry.
Yeah, it was a lot.
and to pull that emotion out of people.
Yeah. It's not easy.
No, it's not, because we're programmed to what's next.
Yeah.
What's next? What's coming up?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? That's how we're programmed. But this special night, in this special place with this match you're not expecting this from.
Yeah.
You're just not.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We're not expecting this. Not looking for it. But when we first seen, the real first noticeable part was Sayaka going for the
springboard.
The springboard.
Yes.
And selling that leg so incredibly high level, beautiful.
Yeah, that kind of makes you stop and go, oh, something's happening.
and you're like, if I see that on a botch clip, I will kill everyone.
Burn everything down.
But that was really where you kind of notice it, like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then from there, it was just, it was storytelling at its finest. There was a winner to this match. Sayaka Kurara hit Tomoka Inaba with the Tokimeki Falcon Arrow, which she doesn't pull out all the time. She had to hit her with that to win the match. And she was limping out. I mean, she took a lot of damage in this match. Tomoka did too off those chokeholds that Sayaka gave her. But Sayaka is moving on to the quarterfinals. And I love after the match, backstage, Tomoka was talking about how one of her biggest regrets in her wrestling career is not having had a singles match with Tam Nakano. And she was like, I saw flashes of Tam in Sayaka in this match. So, and I know we talk sometimes like seeing a little bit flashes of Julia in Tomoka, and I could totally liken those two, like pairs of people. Yeah, and when they pull off a thing like this,
people, people deify the idea of performers sometimes to where it's hard to live up to that vision when they've not even seen the full matches probably. But you have these memories of Julia and you have these memories of Tam, and they live up to it if you do watch it. But I agree with you. You have to give people a chance to take those spots. Yeah,
you can't just hold them in reserve for people who are never coming back.
And I honestly think that Tomoka Inaba needs the biggest, fattest contract to keep her around. And God love her. Just tap out. Awesome. Okay.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
They raised her.
Yes, that's great. But damn, I want to see Tomoka Inaba have a 5-star run that's meaningful like this and
win a title.
Have a title run and defenses where it's that serious and it's taken that serious. I think for sure we're going to see that from Kurara.
I think so. Like, I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind that Sayaka's going to be something one day.
These matches like this is what, and she has a few of them.
Yeah.
She has a few that you can really put on a collection.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, this is why we're pushing this girl.
Yeah. When she needs to deliver, she shows up. There's no doubt about that.
And she's so unassuming.
And like you said, I did not see this coming from this matchup. I saw this match on paper and I was like, okay, cool. It's going to be fun, I guess.
We were so blown away. Sometimes you're so blown away by something you just seen.
Yeah.
You can't really just put, 40 words out and explain it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
concise.
I appreciate you guys going for this ride with us talking about the match. Because it just felt that way for us. Maybe you don't feel that way. That's fine. Everybody has their opinion.
Yeah.
But this was special for us.
Yes. And hopefully you took a little from what we said and you're like, oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, because you could easily be scrolling your phone during that match and not that's the thing that scares me about some of that stuff is if you're not paying attention, then you won't see it. If you're not paying attention, sometimes you just don't catch things. Agreed. But we did have 2 more matches of this night of the second round before we ended. And that includes the semifinal, which was Rina versus Ami Sourei. It was just powerhouse match. Honestly, Ami Sourei did her best to dismantle Rina in this match, as you do, because Rina is a huge superstar. Huge talent.
Such a surprise on this, honestly. Even though it's what I expected.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, I expected it, but it was a surprise.
It was, because Ami Sourei really, she made a case for herself here. I thought she had it more than once, but Rina managed to flip Ami Sourei into a jackknife pin to win the match. And that's... I was really happy about that because I want Rina redemption, obviously. We've talked about that. But beating Ami Sourei is not a small thing.
And we have Rina, Hina, and Hanan.
In the quarterfinals. Let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is. The Stardom Sisters taking over this Cinderella. But before we talk about the quarterfinal matches, we have one more match that happened. The main event of this Korakuen Hall show. Miyu Amasaki versus Saya Ida. and you never know when things like this. The match was good. It was an okay match. It was a normal match, between these two. Right. Saida chopping Miyu Amasaki to death. They did some stuff on the outside that looked crazy, like suplexes and stuff on that floor. It was insane. They almost got counted out.
This is one that's more the story than the match.
Yeah, so they go through the match, and after handing Saida a nasty DDT, Miyu Amasaki rolled Saida up and pinned her for the win. And we celebrated like crazy. Miyu Amasaki is going to the quarterfinals of the Cinderella Tournament. Oh my goodness.
So I remember this house show, and I've talked about this before. But on this house show, Miyu Amasaki was teaming with two of the young girls. Mm-hmm. One of those, I think, was Rion.
Probably.
And then one of the other girls. I have to find this. I have to find this house show. And the reason is, it was a scattering of people.
Yeah.
It was before these days.
Yeah.
Where everything's sold out. It was a smattering of people, and it was just the getting told off in the ring for not advancing and not lifting up and not being where she should be at this point.
I remember what you're talking about, yeah.
And
because they were like, you're with these two young girls and they're not going to learn anything from you. You're supposed to be the senior or whatever. It was like really mean.
Yeah. And I remember then thinking one day, because I seen a determination after that. Like I seen this, and then her look changed.
Yeah.
And, she kind of got a lot of independence from that.
Yeah.
And it's been a journey.
It has been a journey. One of my favorite things about this match was the post-match with Miyu and Saya just kind of talking in the ring. Like, these are two girls that don't get that main event spot hardly ever, if ever. So getting to hear them talk on the mic and just, like, have this conversation with each other, which was very sincere and very sweet between them. Saida telling Miyu that she believes in her and that she can bloom to the top,
Saida said something really interesting on X afterwards. She said that she always seen this smile from Miyu Amasaki, and she had no idea that behind that smile was all this passion of wanting this win, because she would always show up with the smile.
Right.
Until the win happened, and then this outpouring of emotion. And she said that outpouring of emotion, yes, she wanted to win the Cinderella. Of course, she wants to win the match. She wants to win a main event Cork and Hall. But she was so happy that this happened for Miyu Amasaki because of that emotion, because of this. And she's like, I'm rooting for her. And, I thought it was really cool of her, Saida, to notice that and put that over.
It is cool because now you've got Rina Yamashita seeing that side of Miyu Amasaki and backing her for the tournament. Now Saida feels the same way, and it just sort of seems like Miyu Amasaki has its effect on people that she wrestles and beats. It's like they can feel that behind the happy-go-lucky Miyu Amasaki, there's this sort of like determined, I have to do that, I have to win kind of Miyu Amasaki that they believe in. And we believe in her too.
I mean, dude, think about it. Like, Miyu Amasaki always shows up, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those long stories.
Yeah.
Of little reliable one.
Yeah.
Who's always been there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the fans are backing her too.
I can't even think of an injury.
No. We don't normally lose Miyu to things. Yeah. She's always around.
And it's easy to take those people for granted.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's really cool. I'm excited. Listen, this weekend of Stardom, and this show in particular.
This Cork and Hall show was so good.
It was just so emotional.
It had everything.
It did.
It was perfect. The way it ended was perfect. It was just everything was on a high note. Yeah. It felt awesome. We were excited, and we're even more excited now for the continuation of the Cinderella and the quarterfinals, because they are coming up in just a matter of days on the 11th. And we will have 4 quarterfinal matches to decide who goes on to the pay-per-view for the semifinals and the final. Yeah, so we talked about this, guys. We decided to do this show
instead of waiting for the 11th because of this weekend being so special.
Yeah.
And if we would come back after the 11th show to do the preview for the pay-per-view.
Yes, because you just have to sometimes.
Yeah,
You got to fit them in where you can. And with the 11th being in the middle of the week, it's like the perfect opportunity to just put out a little show afterwards. It'll probably be shorter because it's just the 11th and the preview, but we still want to get in there and make sure we do our picks for who's going to win this thing.
Absolutely.
But as far as the quarterfinals go, we got some interesting matchups here. We will have Aya Sakura versus Rion. So Rion currently on a roll, as we know, but Aya Sakura is not the easiest person to handle. She's very passionate.
Yes.
It's taken everything in me not to just pick Rion to win this. She's gotten really far. She's won 2 massive matches for her.
She has, and I'm with you. I think we go Rion.
You think? You think Rion's gonna do it? I think we should do it. Let's just pick Rion.
All right.
Let's just say Rion's gonna win.
All right, Rion's gonna win.
The next match is Hanan versus Maki Ito. What a fun match.
This is a very fun match. I love it. It'll be hilarious.
It will be.
And a lot of fun. I think Hanan's going to win it.
I think so too. I think Hanan is definitely prime and ready to go to the semifinals. That means it will be Rion versus Hanan in the semifinals if we're right.
Yes.
If we're right. The next match is Miyu Amasaki taking on Hina. A little Queen's Quest throwback here in this match. So it might be a little emotional for the girls. But man, Miyu Amasaki just doing her thing. But Hina as well is very strong competitor.
It's crazy because I want Hina versus Rina.
I know, I do too.
So bad, but to have Hina versus Rina, I have to sacrifice Miyu Amasaki and Carrara.
Yes, you do. So do we go full Hina versus Rina, or do we throw Miyu in there?
From a booking standpoint, Hina versus Rina, where the winner has to face Hanan, is so incredible.
It's such a good story.
It's so much fun, and it could end with the sisters together.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I think Hina's going to win this match. I think Miyu's definitely proven her mettle, but I don't know if she'll be able to make it past Hina.
Yeah, so, but then you've got the obvious Cinderella 2-time winner to be, Sayaka Carrara, that just came out of a match of the year, versus Rina, the Pink Devil
But hear me
Goblin.
Hear me out. This is a rematch of the final of last year's Cinderella. So is Sayaka going to beat Rina 2 years in a row in the tournament?
Well, okay. So
or does Rina cut her off here?
So hear me out. In Joshi especially, there is always somebody that's got your number.
Yes.
And whether it was Starlight and Mayu Itani or a million other stories.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, well, she can win everything except she can't beat Kim.
It's Io Sky Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea can't beat Io Sky.
So the story's cool either way. I like the Rina redemption.
Yeah.
Because Rina was my pick to win this whole thing to start with.
Yeah, me too. And you also have to throw in there now Sayaka's leg. She'll have a few days to recover, but that was a lot of punishment she took in that match.
It was.
And we have seen hate get involved.
And Rina has a finish that is going to bend that leg.
Oh my goodness. It's so hard because Sayaka seems like the given winner, right?
It does.
With her current story. But maybe it makes the story better for her not to win the Cinderella and still work her way to a red belt match. I don't know.
It does, but this would give us Hina versus Rina and obviously Hanan in the final.
I just want to pick Rina. I just want it to be Hina versus Rina. It might not happen, but I'm just going to say that's my pick.
So right now we've got, let's just say it's Hanan and Rion and it's going to be Hanan.
Yes.
Okay. So it will be Hina versus Rina with the winner going to
face Hanan.
Yeah, to face Hanan. I think it would be Rina, and then you have Rina Hanan. And
yikes.
Which corner does Hina go to?
I mean,
as a sister,
probably Hanan because of the babyface situation.
I mean, not necessarily any corner, but I'm just saying it would be cool. She would definitely be in the crowd.
Yes, if we're heading for a Stardom sister-centric Cinderella this year, which would be so cool if we did that. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
So I'm also preparing for the eventuality of Sayaka Carrara just blowing everybody away.
Yes, there's definitely that possibility. It's a high possibility of that happening.
If that happens, it's going to be Aya Sakura that wins. And because of Aya Sakura.
Yeah. So we're either going to see Han and Rina or Aya Sayaka probably in the final.
Because Aya Sayaka is a fun ass.
It is. It's really interesting.
And that could also be something that does something detrimental to Aya Sakura, which we've already seen so many flashes over the last year.
We have, yes. Aya has a fragile mental state at any given time.
Yeah, she's insane. So
either way it goes, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And
we only have 2 nights left of the Cinderella, which I'm sad about.
I love the fact that I don't know.
Yeah, me too. That we can't just call it for what it is.
I'll definitely know after the next event. After
the quarterfinals, you'll probably have a good fit. Well, obviously, we'll know whether Rina or Sayaka's moving on. So
it's which story you want to go with, because the cool thing is we have multi-layered stories.
We do, because it could either be like, even it could be Hanan not going to the semis, and it could be Aya Maki running it back. Like, you never know.
Yeah.
It could be literally anything. All of these women are fantastic wrestlers, so any combination of them is going to be an incredible match. But I'm definitely looking forward to the quarterfinals, and then coming back to talk about it before the pay-per-view on the 15th. It's going to be really fun.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? What have you thought of the tournament so far? Who do you think's going to win in the quarterfinals, or who's going to win it overall? Because we're getting close, but I guess that's all we have for you today. Make sure you're following us on our socials at Cult of Joshi on Facebook, on Instagram, on X. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Just tell us your thoughts, because we love to hear from you guys. But for now, I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye!